Yeah.
Liquid said they need more lands in their future, so let's see if they can send themselves to London here. They're going to need a win to open this up again.
Just such a difficult game considering the mental aspect of both these teams. Saw on the up and up, Liquid downtrodden in the dirt. We've got Skulls pushing Hut. The Julies are out and they're gone in the blink of an eye. Explosion into upper for Saw and the flank denied as well. That might just be a pistol for the Portuguese.
Yeah, this has got a done deal written all over it, man. What do you do here? Twist is like pretending that he still believes in this round, but he does not, surely. Yeah, he don't. Naf's here now as well.
They could throw themselves in, but there's no kit, so 5 players. Cadian's going to flash them out through the heavens.
One flash and a dream. Late retake here. Last second retake. Flash will only find one player. Everyone else was anti. It's one out of Nafly. And now RS DOS plays his hand. He's going to get away with one. And that there goes the way that we thought it would.
Yeah. Nice upper hit for Saw. Coming through confidently on their map pick with the play. Liquid went for Inferno. A lot of teams. Inferno, well, that's beautiful. I remember VP. This ain't VP no more. He's had trouble. Liquid have had trouble. I don't need to tell you that, but I will. Saw come through with a fall by. Looking to upset yet again. We've already had a huge favorite removed from the showdown just yesterday. Metasport dropping Falcons. Will there be more heads to fall? Nat finds a double on ramp. Great position. Getting 2 out of it. But unfortunately for Liquid, there's no rotations towards Hell. There's no one to stop this play. They could drop B into Cadian. Saw pull back though. They move to the lobby and they catch more aggression. However, 1-for-1s at this point of the round is leaving them in an uncomfortable spot. Cadian might have the round-winning position here.
Yeah, he's in a very good place, is Cadian. Forward bit of info as well. The moment noise is made down here towards B, Matir is, you know, he can kind of remain hidden if it's Roman taking the contact, but you know, you don't imagine that Roman is ready for this. These doors are all closed down at lower. Cadian's been down here a very long while, and so that one comes for free. And now they learn that this bomb was moving down towards the B site. These rotates should start shuffling down, and Cadian, like a bandit, man. Look at him go. He's out of the sight. Matir is chasing a ghost that no longer exists here. Get the Waluigi board out, man.
Wow.
He's got to start communicating with otherworldly spirits in a quick turnaround, but he can't find the man at ramp, and so Matir I think he knows this one is over. This one is done. Liquid with a reply on the force fire. That kind of 3v3 bomb plant down towards lower that just didn't pan out, but this is the real meat and potatoes of it, if you're so inclined to eat that.
Potatoes aren't optional.
Potatoes aren't, no. The meat is Skulls. Meat man. What can he do? Like beef right here, man. Look at him go, spraying through the smoke. Trying to trim the fat of this topside exec, but he's only going to get out with one on the ladder. Cadian's being cheeky.
Love it.
But nothing connects. Meanwhile, Nafly, a bit of a response to this aggression out towards the top site. He's pushed through the ramp, and that's a freebie. Bit of a head scratcher. Roman doesn't even consider it.
Oh, Kindar looked like he had the position, but Story catches his head through the smoke. That's twice now. Roman has just pulled his knife and tried to jump out of position. He's been caught on the flank again. That one even less forgivable, but it may not matter as Saw have a 3v2, and Cadian had to make that long rotation round. He didn't even go secret to reset. He's now trying to ninja this. Well, it's not very secret anymore.
Yeah, it's not, you know.
But Cadian came from vent to B to ramp to lobby. He's got to care about that bomb. They might exit his way as well. Cadian, be careful, buddy. Nav's faking that he's going to go for this. He will not go for this. And Cadian will die in this position to the bomb. So he's got to run. Misses that timing. He'll be okay. And Saw do lose a player at the end. It's a bit of damage. I actually like the idea for Nav. Throwing in some nades, like some well-drilled rounds from Saw, as you would expect, right? This is a team that's getting ready for the major, for crying out loud. Sorry, Liquid fans. They've got a busy calendar, and they've got things to work towards. Story takes out AWP outside and picks your Kinder this time. Careful, sees the flash. Missed shot, though. Story could take a boost. Go back for a little bit more, considering that Cadian could come up from secret yet again. But instead, he's wrapping around the Hell side. Nafa's at least gotten into position, but he knows with an AWP out here, making a play is very bold. And Naf's a bold guy, but not for long. He'll regroup on the ramp side as they try and aggress.
Canadian with one, but there's more where that came from. Naf like, just gonna get out alive, and there's Twitch to lend a helping hand. You've just fought 3 players over towards ramp. And now the bomb is away from Saw.
Great position for Twists.
Damn, he really throwing it all the way back.
A is the gap, but with the bomb down, Saw can't do anything with that position. They're just hunting kills right now, and Liquid are so grouped. There really isn't anything available. I love that call from Cadian. He pulls Naf back to ramp so they can double push. They realize that if Saw have Secret, where are they going to split? It's not 5 players down Secret, it's 1 or 2. So they've got to join them. They're probably not going to vent dive with 3 players. So it's a ramp hit. Cadian makes a fantastic read. They double up and they slaughter the ramp hold, or the ramp push rather. That's a nice reaction to Liquid, or for Liquid, as they get back on with the 4th.
Counter-terrorists win.
Hey, on the upside, this save. That's so weird. Someone drop out, but they were you fought 3 different players on the ramp hit.
Oh, through the volley. They're really taking this forward.
Okay. You feel like this could be a bit of a almost reaction to how that last round went down, right? It's far heavier towards outside. This time, if Liquid were to look for solutions out towards the ramp, they will not find them. Kindar drops down lower quickly. Cadian is looking through the smokes, but doesn't see anything.
I wonder if he caught a head there. Not enough to take a shot, but either way, you've got to consider the Saw could have numerous players down lower. So Yakinda has made that early vent drop. They even naded the door smoke, so he checked for lurkers. He didn't see the player in lobby. I assure you there is one there. Roman ready to activate late. And Saw, they go cold for a little bit, hoping Liquid maybe doubt themselves, but Yakinda's playing a nice safe angle. He's going to have a warning, and he can go and play the B bomb site, really dragging this round out. There's the spot, Yakinda's out, and now the pressure is on Saw once again.
Some nice fluid rotates here for Liquid, right? Naf immediately drops down the ramp. He's going to go reinforce this lower side. Cadian takes up his position over towards the ramp side and even flexes it with a bit of a peek in through the lobby. And so he's now kind of building this idea in his mind that he's not seeing anyone there. He should be available to come and help out down towards lower that much faster. Nafly is overran. Now Yakinda firing off just a second too soon, and they're coming up the vent. Twists suddenly tasked with the defense here, and he's only good for the 1. Skulls from heaven. Oh, double kill out of Skulls. One man inside of the site, and Skulls is going to nail him. And so now, with 3 kills to his name, the hero has emerged for Liquid. It's Skulls as he puts up a stellar defense of that
Bin. If Yakinda didn't deny Roman jumping through window. Pressure put on upper. Oh, that's awkward, getting spammed through the smoke. Saw, they needed that, and they're going to use it. Right down the vent they go. The break of the smoke was good for Naf, or for Skulls rather, but he was full blind, he couldn't see them. And so Saw make it into lower before Liquid are even here. This was not part of the plan for Liquid.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward now. I mean, there's still players back in the lobby, but yeah, you can't even really justify going for this. You don't have a path to rotate through.
No.
Every option available to you is just going to take too long if you're Liquid.
And they know there's still upper players as well, so it's not even the comfort of being able to chase that bomb down B.
That's goals for you, though. At least going to get himself a AK upgrade, get out of there. Gutierrez wants to try and remove some of these guns, and he hears them running off into the spawn.
Hello.
It's not like the end of the world for Liquid losing guns here. They can still buy up in the next.
Gonna take his 1.
Kind of playing, you know, the... Oh. Where was Cadian? I think he was out in the yard at red. Yeah.
He is doing something, Harry. That is correct.
And look, man, they're still winning rounds, ain't they?
Sure.
Why are you coming for him like this? You go? Right, so here we are. Liquid, they saved. Also, they could have everything they need here and now. Well, that be the difference maker out in the yard. Yakinda is getting fights. He's going to spam out Gutierrez, and with a hop, skip, and a jump, he's dodged that player up on top of red. Saw still managed to get down. they come straight back outside. They are super mobile. It's like you see them going one place, it's like a spider right now.
Okay.
You think you know where it's going, and then suddenly, that's the legs, that's the noise they make. Yeah. And so there's Saw suddenly repositioning, scuttling around outside.
Laying eggs.
And if you're Liquid, it's like, how do you even do this, man? You're paranoid about everything. Yeah, they could be down lower. Yeah, they could also come up the vent into upper. I guess we're just gonna have to play 2-2. But this is no ballet dance for Liquid. So they've got to stick to their guns. Sorry, Hugo.
That's fine. I was going to make a joke from what you said, but
nice.
the timing's gone. You keep going, Harry. You're doing great.
Well, comedy is all about timing, and this round is much the same, but they're never going to spot Saw crossing down towards Secret.
Seconds.
This is a last-second play down in towards B. This is for a chance to split the half if you're Saw. The Liquid are set up to deal with this. Aros Dos, it's the one kill from him, but he shouldn't be ready for Skulls as that second man. And with the bomb getting away from them, this one is a Liquid half, 1 out. 7-5 score on the door at the end of this first half. They managed to get ahead of this very exec in the middle of this first half. I think this could have been a very different scoreline with a very different looking Liquid. Saw would have been sat up in the lead, but thankfully, Liquid maneuver their pieces well. They get ahead of some of these problems they were facing earlier on, whether that was the top side hits or the kind of high maneuverability of Saw's T side, and they managed to get out 7-5 on the first half. Now they swap over to their T side, and it's something a little more standard early on. Naflight, great opener. Story is a dead man, and they make it down Secret, but these players were seen crossing. Saw at least have the info.
Julie's up close, in the hallway, putting them in the bin. Couple of kills. But Naf does respond. This P250 dropped by the captain has been put to good use. 2 kills, and they're running over B right now. They've got to retrieve that bomb. Inside of the vent sits Roman with Materius by his side. The old heads of Saw, been around for 4 years in this organization. And they've got to try and win this round together, side by side. Skulls finds the headshot, and they come running. They do Saw's own game against them up the vent. Did they forget the bomb? They did. They did forget the bomb, but it's okay. Because Materius is gambling B. He's realized now.
They've done the Saw, but one step better. It's up the vent, down the vent, up the vent again.
The seesaw, Harry.
Yeah.
Bomb has been planted.
And have you seen Saw on the seesaw by the seashore?
Sure.
It will just be a save for Materius. And I do love, you know, you were touching on how long him and Roman have been here.
Legends.
But of course, you know, years spent together, and it didn't stop Materius just abandoning Roman there in the event. So I think in a way we've all learned a little something from that exchange.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Harry.
Liquid with a pistol round though, that's pretty sick. Suddenly they're in with a real shot here. Gonna get off to a good start on the T side now. If you remember, right, they were able to find success in the first half of the pistol, but then instantly got kind of
breathing room. They will force. I actually respect it. You know, sort of come to with some cool ideas in this game. Not all of them have worked, but they want to try and get back on the board early. Piston flash. To me, well, to anyone, Skulls has been the carry this game. He has had some phenomenal rounds, that pistol included. Naf by his side with a couple there. These two have been very annoying for Saw.
Yeah, you know, I think I feel kind of bad for Twist. He's having one of these games where I don't, you know, he's not like he's making any glaring errors, but I feel like he's been the one on the rough end of a lot of these like top site hits.
True.
Often fared a lot better for Skulls in those moments, right? Like, there's the round where Twist just gets smoke spam trying to cross down the vent. He's had a rough go at it. On the other side of things, you know, the Ujak's 0-11, it didn't feel super impactful when Saw were finding success in spite of it, but it's like, now you need him. You can't win this 4v5.
Damn. Utiris is pre-rotated B. The bomb is here, but even with a second from ramp, you're going to need some crispy headshots with that 5-7, and if he picks to sit behind the blue box, that single door will be his demise. Yakinda is ready to pop. 40 seconds. They're all getting their pieces together, surrounding. Is everyone okay? No one's okay. I don't think damage was done. I think that's fine. It was 30 seconds, and they saved for this. Still lacking some nades, but we've got the guns. Yakinda outside, smokes for the cross, and no one here to stop him. Utirius doesn't even have an HE. Ujix could nade it. He's got a good arm. Lob it. But the cross is safe for Yakinda. And no one lower either. Ramp hit coming in. Second player in time, but they're ahead of that smoke. Oh, it hit him. They know. Oh, that's a disaster for Liquid. They didn't get the kill. They didn't get our ramp. They never saw U-Jerks. Back to the drawing board. Yakinda might have to start taking space now.
They give all the util to Cadian.
Oh, is it an upper hit? Gonna go roof and lob in a molly, lob in a couple of flashes.
Is Yakinda going to fake, or is he going to be a vent man?
Maybe it's the upper hit into
the vent
Yakinda. No, Yakinda going up ramp.
Up ramp.
I don't know. Let's see.
Through the skylights, around the world, out connector like a speed demon.
Options are plentiful. Naf is still waiting ramp side, so I wonder if Liquid want to fake this out. It's not a lot of util just to hit upper. Or misses his shot. Here comes the nades.
Yeah, they're going to rain in now, but doesn't force a reposition out of anyone for Store. The spam connects, but only for a moment, and it's Story rewarded over the edge of that smoke.
Smoke blows.
Going to try and get out. Oh God, Roman right here and ready to go. He sees him on the edge of the smoke, but he can't quite find it. It's all Story right now on this AWP, and with 5 seconds, Cadian just doesn't have time.
Doesn't seem like they're about to convert their pistol, and now they've had nothing since the pistol. Right, this is a crucial gun round for Liquid. Store have had the answers every single time. Yakinda gets down secret yet again, but it's layered. Cadian and Naf are late to the yard. So they're looking for fight. Yakinda might come back up later. Bomb forgotten again, but plenty of time here for Liquid. Ramp contact for Twists and Skulls. U-Jerks here ready to drop off if needed. There's that deep outside take.
Still holding on to a Molotov as well. That's nice. The fact that he's still got that in his back pocket.
Ooh.
And he's going to leave ramp. This is Saw starting to take the lobby away. They could find the bomb right now.
Oh,
the bomb is here alone,
oh,
and
dear.
they don't know about Roman. Roman, come on. Yes, there it is. The bomb gets away from Liquid. They were poised to split down towards this lower site. Ujux can't convert the kill, but the bomb's still lost back in lobby. That's a problem. Twists has got it. It fell a little deeper. Cadian, in his dying breaths, threw that bomb across to Liquid. So they will manage this ramp play. They start to move in down towards lower. Mutiris has been waiting here for a long while.
He's being held though. He can't actually stop this bomb with Yakinda in this position. Mutiris should make this play, but Yakinda was in the vent rather. He does get the kill. The bomb still makes its way into the ground. 3-on-3. Retake is on, and the first point of rotation cut off. Naf on a late lurk finds Aradose ahead of the vent. 3-on-2. Saw have a big decision to make, but it's getting taken away from them. Manhandled in this post plant. That almost looked like it was about to go wrong, but Liquid stay above water for now. Saw just trying to hold on to this match, showing us some great rounds on the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, this round is weighted super heavily in the grand scheme of this game, right? Both teams are kind of all in. There's a bit of extra residual cash floating around on the Liquid side of things, but it's still not enough to make you feel comfortable. And if you're Saw and you fall short here, is denied in the fashion that Liquid hunted down that last player in the round prior. Suddenly you're broke, and Liquid are looking to leapfrog you right at the doors, right at the closing of the doors, rather. Here is back at the garage. Flash doesn't get him off the angle, so he's got a free sight line here out into the yard. It's a good bit of damage. And Aristos wins out another fight in the meantime. Skulls out of the round. And this is the two top performers for Liquid dead in the opening stages of this round. Skulls and Nafly, both removed. Twists is super low. The AWP is overkill here, if anything.
Oh, does he hear this? No idea right now. Twist is up in the heavens. Bomb is lower. Twist is just holding. This is strange. Is he hoping they're going to come save? He can cut down secret rotations.
Yeah,
they're not looking here.
You're definitely hoping they rotate secret, right? The vent drop is super risky. Secret's meant to kind of be a bit of a safe haven for you, but it's only the one kill from Twist. Still, he was very low on health, so getting away with that maybe gives Liquid a bit more of a fighting chance here. It slowed the rotates at least. Bought them a bit more time, but with KD dead, Yakindar forced out into the open, and it's Ujerks to find him. So Saw, they had a lot riding on this round. Their money was on the line, and they're able to pick it up, stealing it away from Liquid. The bomb plant and the loss bonus can be a bit of a saving grace for the Liquid squad here.
Cadian was so dedicated, but Saw make the perfect move at the right time. 12-9, and it was only an eco for Liquid. It was all on this. But I can't help but believe that Saw have the ability to close this map. A team in fantastic form right now, who did it with their backs against the wall in the RMR.
Yeah, I mean, they're a team that's showing they can perform under pressure.
Yes. Right now, I don't think they're even feeling pressure.
No.
Everything has gone right.
And, you know, you touched on it earlier, but a team that's trying to play in form for a major as well. So seeing a lot of depth here out of Saw. They've got a lot of ideas, and they're looking to run this one over the line here and now. Ujerks out from the heavens, is on an island, fed to Yakindar, but Mutirez trying to make a round-saving play as he throws himself up through the vent.
No way he goes through.
Sombra not done.
Oh,
Yeah, down the ladder. Oh, God, Skulls! He had to Goomba stomp him. Story dead now. And it's all left on to Mutirez. Last seen over at the door. Are they ready for him to wrap the heavens? Or will he just look? Oh, that AWP, it looks like he does want to go for this. I mean, the money's fine for Saw. But 9 HP. He needs a free fight, and he's not going to get it. They're homed in on the angle. Skulls locks it in, and it's a little awkward over towards the ladder. They do it with the pistols. We've certainly seen it before.
This is the buy, though.
But this is, you know, your big ticket item to try and get the game over and done with.
Oh, Liquid again. It feels like they just want to group, hit together, try and play trades. They know they have superior firepower. They have better individuals. They should be able to win these explosive rounds.
Oh my God, it happened again!
Not again! Yakindar, he's just going to creep on by. He wants nothing to do with it. Cadian spam through the smoke. That's an awful way to go. Ujerks gets a double story, re-peaks, and this might be the end of Liquid on Nuke. 2 left. Twist finds a double out of nowhere. The flank is in, but he's got to take that bomb to Yakindar.
Yeah, Twist is just running. He's got to get down lower. He can't fight these ramp players. And so him and Yakindar trying to cook up a 2v3 here. Let's see if they can do it. Smoke for the bomb plant. Spam connects, but Twist is still alive. Yakindar whittled down and left in this one all alone. It rests solely on his shoulders now. Yakindar, a lot of work to do and not the position to do it from. He's run down, and Saw closed this out at 13-10. Their map pick is now locked in. And, you know, we were talking about it earlier on, but Ujerks' recovery arc was crazy. He went from 0-11. He finishes that having gone, like, what, 14-2 over the remaining next few rounds. That's madness, man.
Yeah,
So it's a little bit of Inferno. This is one that a lot of teams have kind of shied away from, but Liquid have very much embraced it.
yes. And with the pieces they have on the team, again, you would expect that this would be a good map for them, and the results have been solid. This was a map they didn't lose at the NA RMR, or the Americas RMR, and...
Gonna say, mate.
Yeah, the Brazilian RMR, really. You want to be honest. Keota.
All right, then. Liquid teeing up over towards the apartments. They're looking for a little A-pop. Got a molly for Skulls and util out for Cadian. Use that to smoke off over towards Moto, and now the util rains out. Molly into the pit, that forces Story wide. Arastos is run down. Skulls shoots the body, just to be sure. Quick little double tap. That's Zombieland lore right there from Skulls. And that's a convincing A play out of Team Liquid.
Yeah.
Saw never even really knew what hit him.
No gambling 3B as well. It's Inferno, you're going to have to make those risks sometimes, and double pit, the first bullet connecting to Story's head, basically wins Liquid the round.
Hot start for Skulls as well, as he kind of solos this pistol round.
Yeah, he was
also the guy with the Molotov, right? So not even like he had armor to play with there.
Oh, double headshot. But yeah, pieces of this team you'd expect to be good on this map, right? Yakinda was a beast back in VP in this roster, in this map, in Banana on both halves. And as Bubsky was talking about, the pace changes that he provided, even on CT side, we saw Liquid a quick dip back up Banana. They filled it with spread, and they've jump shot Roman. That's despicable from Yakinda.
He's 6-1, Hugo.
He's back.
He's like 1 kill away from the same amount that he got in all of Nuke.
Yikes.
This is good for Team Liquid. Story, AWP, Prime, ready to go. But here they are, right there, and ready to respond. Arostos gonna get run down in the pit, and he's only good for the first, does what he can, but it's not enough. Mutira's time to come through that smoke, buddy.
I was watching.
Util out, good Util, gonna burn Twists down low, but it's not quite the kill. At least forces an exchange of Util here out towards Moto, but it's Cadian.
Ouch.
The burnout move to go on.
That was it. That was just drawing attention. I mean, their run to London was really hard. If you remember Blast Groups, they beat Spirit, albeit without Donk, playing with a coach, you know.
Wounded Spirit.
Wounded Spirit. They won another matchup, but then they lost to FaZe in the upper bracket game to qualify. Okay, fair enough. And then they went into the play-in and they lost to G2. So it's like they actually had a really difficult run. That's how they got to Showdown. Like, they were in a very tough group. So, yeah. I'm not sure what my point was, but I'd like to see them in London. I think that'd be nice.
You on the Liquid payroll? You're always willing to give us the lowdown on why Liquid are just misunderstood. Right, here we are. They've actually had a bit of, had to contest for this banana control early. The util held them back for a moment, but that boost over the top was nice. It let them know that Saw weren't fighting for this. Ooh, close. Close indeed. Now Yakindar's going to try it. I mean, he's had a pretty good track record over here. You could say it, 9-1. Mutiras is even moving back around. Paranoid about the B play. Looming. And it is looming.
No nades.
Here we go. Yakindar dead early. Picked up by the man up on the boost, and that's going to send Liquid back and away into this story. AWP.
No time.
12 seconds. Naf ran down toward saving.
Yeah. Nice. Saw, they say what you want about Saw. They are very patient. It was showing that on Nuke as well. They were never jumping the gun. They will find a way until the 22nd. And this may be the final buy for now if Saw can't convert this gun round. They've wanted to take car control back a lot, but Liquid are doing a very good job of icing out the top of Banana with a lot of util, like this. Double nade into a molly. Yakinda's forced forward. There's util everywhere right now. He's got to play a trap to sandbags. They're trying to support him. The corner molly goes into the sandbags. Roman's got to move. He smokes it. This is getting messy. Yakinda saw that. He knows there's an orb. Wall banging. Cadian will send it back their way. And Saw are really dying on this hill right now. They're going to come for it.
Oh dear, you joke. Spammed out by Cadian's orb. Story's not going to look to do the same. Instead, he's looking for this fight, and Cadian will fall in the process. So they trade blow for blow over in Banana. Yakindar doesn't check the sandbags, and so that one's free. And now with Banana control taken, they rotate this third man back over on the AWP. Story, will he get there in time? Mutiras can't put up a hold for a double. It's just the one. A missed shot from Story's AWP in this 2v2. And he's trying to keep it nimble, trying to keep them guessing. He repositions through the archway, and this is going to give Roman a bit more time on this lurk through the apartments. Saw really want this round. I mean, they've brought it down to the wire, and you don't want Liquid to continue, streaking them together. Nice. Continuing to build on this lead, but you might not have a choice as Roman falls up in the apartment. Story has got to save. And so even though they get the fights they were looking for over at Banana, they are able to win that out. It doesn't convert to a round win for Saw.
Yeah, Liquid realized how many resources were getting used at B, and even Liquid at the moment.
This round could still be interesting because you've got the story AWP to play around. They're going to boost him up over in middle, hoping he can find an early incision into the Liquid ranks. Good nade damage down Banana, and that was the chance. Aros Dos with a bit of aggression, backed up by that AWP. They're hesitant to peek and try and trade middle because of that AWP.
Yeah.
And so that kill comes for free. This is a nice start to the round for Saw.
They almost gambled a rotation, but they're going to keep 3A. They're going to keep the AWP in the same position.
I kind of like that with how mobile Story's been. Like, you're expecting he was going to rotate off, but won't come to matter. Twists has just located him and dealt with him.
Takes a leg, but it really doesn't matter. Now he's AWPing. There's plenty of players to trade in middle. Aros Dos hits the shot, and the flank comes through Boiler at the perfect time. Massive double kill for Materius. Feels like he's always good for a multi, does this guy?
Yeah.
Now Yakinda, he's had a very strong map, and he's got a big gap. Is there a clutch cooking, Harry?
It's all the makings of one, but there's guns over here in mid, right? The 1v3. Oh,
They think he went
they
B?
think he's gone somewhere else, but they find him over at long. Roman keeps his wits about him. And I mean, this is it right now. Liquid are broke, and suddenly what could have been a crazy strong T-side half suddenly becomes a hell of a lot closer. They're going to try and go with a real pacey round here, but it's into that Story AWP, and he's quick on the trigger.
Skulls is going. He's got no one to help him here. Serious with a nade over the top. It comes flying in, and Liquid, well, they'll be going out of the window, you feel like, in this round. Naf is somehow in the smoke. He's put 2 kills. They've got to clear the pit. It's saved. Bomb drop. Naf has got
Oh my God.
He's on for a world beater right now. 2 players left. 1 bullet in the mag. And Naf tries to hunt a kill. Roman on a jiggle, and Aros Dos again saving the day. 4 kills from the back of the ground. T-side Inferno. Nothing to turn your nose up at. I think Yakinda really enjoyed the new spawns as well. He was up top of Banana almost every single round for free. And Saw started to figure it out at B towards the end of the half by winning the util battle, doing a lot of damage with mollies, retaking top Banana. And that seems to be the play for Liquid in this pistol. Yakinda with contact and a flash ready to go.
Everyone's sitting here with the util out. With the exception of Cadian, who lies in wait over at Dark, but just gonna have to drop that smoke in, try to remove the ability to hit this B site. I mean, they're gonna start to flood on through it, but that's where Naflight and Cadian look to thin the herd. There's a missed smoke over towards the coffins here. And so that's giving Naflight the angle just to keep on fighting and maintaining a presence over towards this side of the map. Aros Dos can't quite finish off the man over at Dark, and so it's a bit of an ugly pistol there.
That's literally a smoke miss. That, I mean, it gets the job done.
It gets the job done, sure, but like, you know, have a bit of pride in your work, man.
I'll consider it. All right, back up Banana. Liquid actually gamble on A. Twist is sending it. We didn't see anything like this for Saw. A deep mid smoke on CT side, and they're not even going to really use it. They're just keeping the pressure on.
You're going to see this a lot, right? It's kind of the backbone of a lot of these CT sides, just lobbing in this early util down towards the base of mid, and that just slows the T side down.
They were hoping that that smoke would draw the ult mid player to care about middle, because Saw have no info from ramp, but Aros Dos reads it very well and just tucks in as Liquid aggressor apartments. Cadia throwing some nades, but if they want, they can dive in, and they will. Good read for Saw. They have a gap, they'll take it. Naf will meet them in the site. He comes flying through the smoke, but they find him in the corner, and Cadia just giving it a go. This is not meant to be for Liquid. On a reload, and there's cover. NT Saw with a nice 30C from Yakinda. He had a great start to this game. He was 12-5. He's now 13-11. Fall from grace. Just the AWP. It will go B, to be expected. They should be aware of it.
Try and set the AWP up, and that's a nice way to do it. They bait the shots out of you, Jerks, and that's when Cadian strikes.
Oh, they tempted to speed it up and just go A quick.
Zeus and a dream on Yakinda.
Get your scream on.
Twists Lying in wait in mid is caught. But here we are, come on! Ah, there it is! Arostos is the dead man. And now you're onto an AK. You might be onto a winner. Ykinda, a bit more damage done. Up in the apartments, not the killing blow, sure, but the numbers are thin,
no.
and they lose Story in the site. Mutiris is hurt from his skirmish with Ykinda. And so hits like lightning there as the Zeus deals with them. Over in the apartments, Mutiris. All that's left to do is die here, surely. Ooh, a little awkward as he drops on in, but a missed shot from Cadian at least gives him room. He's looking for this fight, and he will pick it up. Surely not.
You can see him.
11 HP,
Don't
and he's
uncrouch.
playing around this smoke. If Skull stands for even a second, he's a dead man. He doesn't have to. There's no reason for him to stand up here. 20 seconds, and Mutiris has to be the one to make a move. They swing it together, and luckily enough, Nafly is there. Will guarantee the trade. Wow. It's been a long time coming, and I mean, winning a round like that, you're dead on, right? It suddenly just kind of brings you back into the fold in a very meaningful way. You're not going to be gifted rounds like that often. I mean, you weren't gifted it, you had to earn it.
Mutiris almost pulled out a sick 1v3 at the end. The power of friendship, though. Swing with your buddies. Get that trade.
Keys in the bowl. Util out in the top mid. They've got to get past the KD and AWP. So here it is, full-on explosion.
Oh, he's blind.
Just about makes it back into the site, and he does have support. Skulls, double kill. Ah, changing go! And maybe Mutiris could be the savior here. 2 kills, propels Soar in, but Cadian responds with a vengeance. Not caught sleeping the second time around. He destroys the hopes of this one for Soar. It's all on Arostos. Trying to make a play out through the pit, but this motor smoke is fading. The security it provides is gone, and Nafly is there to pick up the distance. Settle the score on Ancient. I mean, they could get there with a tidy game of Inferno under their belts. There was no doubt in them on this map, or at least, you know, if we go off their results in the Americas, they're very at home here, and it's very reassuring to see them look this good.
Everyone's
Here
banana.
is gonna go through to grab the bomb. The rest of his team stacked up over in top mid, but this extra time given to Liquid lets them reassess where they wanted to play here. They were 3 strong battling for Banana, and they move everyone over towards A.
Liquid must be expecting them to be way deeper if they're going for this whole full rotators 3. I wonder if they send Cadian back after they clear this site, because this is a big gamble to make in such a early part of the round.
Even the sound cues there, you hear 2 Molotovs come out from Liquid if you're Saw, and that's going to give you a huge leg up in terms of knowing where Liquid are poised. It's a nice reaction here to start re-aggroing and clearing out middle, so you're going to be hot on their heels with the backstab. If Cadian can catch one crossing, this round has still got legs on it for Liquid. Smoke in his way. Spam doesn't connect. Second time, not the charm. It's going to come down to this flank instead, and Nafly is way deeper than Roman should be ready for. That one's free. Now they know about this push up through the banana, but trapped in the smoke at CT is Mutiris, and he's finished off. Liquid looking for a clean close on their pick of Inferno. They want to take us the distance, and it's just Arostos left to stop them. He's on for the ace right now, and it's just Cadian, the man left to beat. Tap on the bomb is not enough, and Arostos keeps Saw in this game. 5.
Cadian 4-0 in opening duels in this game. One of that was T-side picks. Also up Banana with the orb, but this time he's in apartments here. Leaving Banana completely open. So we're going to start to walk up late.
Molly sends him packing out in the middle. Good nade at least to stop them, capitalizing on that movement from the Molly.
Without that nade, Saul would have swung him there and probably caught him escaping, so it's a nice idea for Saul. Boost up, trying to put this rifle to use. Spotted and legged as well. Ykinda even gets knocked out at A meanwhile, but the resmoke still don't need to go through this. They shouldn't feel the pressure to commit at a minute mark. They know they have the advantage when it comes to the buy, And Liquid are making a nice gamble here to move every player into B. They've got nothing to lose by doing this.
Yeah, this is going to be a real skirmish for the B side. Still a good chance for Liquid in this round. They flash through. They look to fight this head on. And that feeds them to the Saw hole that's just waiting on the extremities of this B site. Cadian spammed out, and the stack is dismantled. Liquid had everyone here. And they don't get a single kill from it.
Cadian was so blind, he was running into the wall. He wasn't actually escaping. He wasn't leaving. Would have been able to double dip otherwise. And instead, Skulls just knows, yeah, I could go for some damage, some stats, but saving is the best route right now. A Saw find double digits. This was a game we were ready to ride off with Liquid finding 3 in a row, winning a big eco on the A site.
I mean, it all comes to that re-injection of energy if you're Saw from the Arastos ace 1v3 clutch, right? Like, suddenly that put wind back in your sails. It broke the Liquid money. It was a perfect storm to start to take some ownership of this game. And so Saw, you know, you might not have favored their chances. There was a world where Liquid could have had this over rounds ago.
Sweet. It's sweet rice. Arastos doing the dirty. And with these spilt liquids, we might need to clean up right now. It's 12-11. It's all to play for, and it's back up Banana without any fear for Materius. Maybe he should have some nades of Brutal. It's only Naf on B right now. Kinder going to pick up more utility. And he can't cross into the open this time. Oh, they saw his arm. They've seen his hand.
Oh, God,
this is
stop
so
changing util, please.
He's just okay, just about. And they think a Banana take is coming, so they concede. Perfectly reasonable, still all boosted. Story is trying to get this opening kill. If he gets it, we could be looking at overtime.
Cadian's pulled back around. This is so similar to that last round. Arastos. This time it should be way harder for him to find anything out through mid because of the crossfire Liquid are running. He's not going to catch them bunched up on the short side. He's going to have his attention pulled either which way. His teammates move around and join him. They've got full faith in the Arastos lurk.
That absolutely would be perfect right now. Could backstab this double mid setup. Twist is hiding anti-flash. Skulls wants that contact. Arastos is too far back to do anything right now, but the rifles are grouped up in middle. Liquid, they have this sinking feeling. They know it's coming. Contact play. Skulls with his kill. Twist needs something here. He falls with not a single frag.
No.
And Saw have got the round in the palm of their hand.
If you're Liquid now, you've got to dig deep and try to attempt this in a 3v4 retake. Story not even in the site. He's waiting around here in ult mid. He hears the footsteps of this scrambled rotate, and so that one's free. This one is slipping away from Liquid, and OT beckons. Arastos not even needed in this last round. Just his presence in the apartment gave them peace of mind enough. Ujax is burnt out sure, but is that going to be enough of a leg up for Liquid? A missed shot off the orb, but Story course corrects. And for Nafly, there should be no winning this one. 1v2, knows about the man in apartments, but Roman's never been spotted down here in the pit, and it's a done deal. 5 in a row to drag us into overtime. Ones that really matter. As we've gone down the stretch, he's not been like this super dependable piece over in top mid. And as you pointed out, when you're so often left, your device is there to hold in a kind of two-man setup. You need those the reliable output.
That's very Cadian. Hit OT, different game. You've got the breathing room. You can make a play, and he runs through the mid-smoke to find a 5-on-4. You can't even bottom Banana. This is the first time we saw this at the Americas RMR, but I hope there'll be better results. Oh, he sees them leave. That's perfect. Naf can give it a check, but he needs to run a rotation as well. It should seem clear to Liquid right now. This is definitely an A play. He doesn't need to rush the flank. He can activate on the mid contact.
Yeah, if anything, just him having the info is enough, right? That's the whole point of him in this round. He doesn't even need to look for a kill. It's what it's allowed them to do, a 4-man lean over towards this A site, and Cadian with a second kill in the round. Good flash up through short, and for Saw, they are boxed in here. They are trapped, backs against the wall. Awkward timing for Nafly. So that's that fourth player that rotated over, now removed from the round. Roman in the site, but Twists will bail them out. Arastos out through the apartments, wrestling with the AK. Surely not again. Surely it's not Arastos. Another masterclass here. 2 quick kills on the back of that spray, but Cadian silences him, finally able to lock down.
Playing passive CS, playing scared. So I think they're lining up a mid-banana smoke. Top mid smoke from spawn. Skulls with an could go on. In the apartments, very close, but he's got that viable one-shot headshot. And Twist is by his side with the second AW. Double apps for Liquid. Cadian playing rotation. Walking into the unknown.
Aristos has the bomb.
Uh-oh.
You don't want to lose it here, not to this double apartment setup. I don't think Liquid have to necessarily hang around and keep fighting for this control, but a missed shot from Twists. And Aristos, once again, bro, like this is insane. Whenever he's on our screens, you know he's good for something. He's delivering these doubles, but now he's cut down. They've got to do it without Aristos. Oh, the flash. Blind holds off shooting. That allows them to cross on in. No heroics from the captain this time. It's got to be Akinda. 1v4 laid out ahead of him. He deals with Mutiras to thin out the herd a little. He's still got so much more to do. They know where he is. The swing for Moto is instantly punished. Roman locks him out of it, and so Saw at least managed.
And they are just playing to win right now. Sora throwing themselves into these early fights. Down middle, he can't see him inside of the smoke. I think Cadian got a whiff. I think he knows, but he's firing off, and he still hits the shot. Dink comes through, it's not enough. Liquid have been lit up in this round though. 2 players down low on their last legs. They need this one desperately. Saw 2 rounds away from eliminating Liquid, but they've got to do it from the back foot. Pushed into a corner. Liquid slow it down. They wait for the re-aggro. Story's giving it.
I mean, you know, if you're Saw, you've lost your front man, right? You've lost Aristos, so it's down to the rest of the gang in kind of dire straits here in a 3v5. There's a lot of damage done to Cadian and Nafly, but that might never come to matter if you lose this site decisively. If you're locked out by the util, if this AWP doesn't deliver here and now, this one should be done for Saw. And so all that early damage won't mean a thing.
No one's looking.
Right now, util's out on the angle right there. Story, he sees it. Oh, I don't take a leg. Yakindar dead, lining up util. That's 1 piece removed. And now it's down to these lower players to try and move in. Twists will deliver. Roman dead. And so much damage done to Liquid here. But it might never matter. Nafly dead as he doesn't catch them in rotation. Story has the bomb right here. They're divided, but Cadian delivers a critical kill. And it comes down to the 2v1. Mutiras moving in. We say this guy is so often good for a multi-kill. So often stands and delivers when he really has to. We've seen him be a turret, but now he's got to be a clutcher. With an open sight line for that AWP, Cadian will not let him in.
5, keep in mind that they almost clutch out. Liquid with map points, trying to take us to Ancient. Here in the first overtime, Saw want to double run it back. 3 at B, they're going to re-aggro. Cadian's full blind.
Util's done great damage here. Yakindar, that molly's not burning him. Will this go unchecked? If it does...
Oh, that's unlucky.
That would have been a double opener, but instead, back to spawn. Cadian's got a lot of util there to pick up. A Cadian classic, you know he loves it.
It's a nice move, especially on a map like Inferno, when you're just cycling nades, you're trying to essentially have more than the other team, be able to double exec perhaps. And they've gotten a good bit out of Saw with that top banana re-aggression, but there was no commitment. There's only a smoke and a Molotov left on Saw's defense at 50 seconds. It's not ideal. Aristos smoked off, doesn't want to spam, can't really do anything about this.
Interesting to know. He's leaning over towards long, so I think he wants to be at the center of these rotates.
He's going through the smoke on long. My God, this guy does not care. He hears them drop out of apartments. And he gives the kill to Skulls. A crucial 5-on-4. Liquid have to close this map.
Yeah, this is the best chance you're going to get. Bomb's going back, going to rejoin up with these A players, and Store is scrambling the rotates in. Mutiras, it's just the one and done. Story in the pit, AWP on his back, 15 seconds, time is of the essence. This AWP can still do this, but a missed shot, and Cadian runs him down. The bomb just makes it in with seconds to spare. Nafly punches in those numbers. And for Saw, this one might end in OT. And the score settled on Ancient as Cadian continues to find success. Locks them out with 3 to close as Cadian emerges a keen hero for Liquid to carry them through
to the third map. Ancient, Liquid on the T side start, and Cadian cooking a pistol.
Quiet off the rip. Sneaking their way up towards Cave. Cadian even gets deep. I think he realizes he slipped the net here.
Yoink.
The jiggles just missed him. Crossing in a red. That's kind of crazy. You don't get this position in this way a hell of a lot. But Cadian does decide to go back down and try and fight for Donut. Now that they've seen him here, that's going to keep the double stack there. Push down the ramp in the meantime for Store. Nothing found on the Story side. Instead, it's Ujerks lighting them up. Damage done to Cadian. Even bringing him down to 20 points of health. And so a great start in the pistol from Ujerks, someone who struggled at the beginning of this series. Good work here in the third to kickstart it strong for the Saw squad. And with Roman there to back him up.
Yeah. Classic game, really. Liquid come crashing down to finish the series. Do they have something to say in their first rifle round? Orp on Cadian, outside of A. Yakinda coming towards the heaven. But they actually have no mid-info, so as far as he's aware, they could be climbing up already. So he'll just have to stay contained. We have a ramp info gained, but no overcommitment.
No, I mean, you don't really have the resources to commit to some super aggressive push down the ramp. It's just kind of a little prod for the info. A is completely empty right now. That's because Sora instead looking to take real estate away over here in middle.
But as soon as Liquid make noise, if they throw nades, if they drop off this boost, those donut players will hear and they'll be able to rotate. Late mid take perhaps, but Yakinda's got a lot of work to do because Twist can't overcommit with the bomb. Drops it though.
Yeah, over in mid. Sora just
Skulls.
ready and able to deal with it.
Great position. He doesn't overdo it either. He can bring the bomb in and he can cover the plant. No idea. They find out the hard way. There is a nice trade, but Cadian takes the angle and responds well. Big flank.
Oh, Materas is quick here. Nafly trigger discipline. I think that might be one of the ones that comes back to haunt you. He should have this kill dead to rights over here in mid.
Lost him.
Oh, hang on. There we go. He sees him, and Nafly going to collect that one for free. Twists with the double.
Wow.
And that will cement the round for Liquid. A nice set of protocols there. They're just...
At that point, let's just defuse. Well played from Sword. They make the right stack on A. It pays off, even though it gets very close. We have Liquid challenge for mid. It seems like we do. Late pop through the mid smoke. Look at the room afforded. Twist is already red side. Solo B right now. They've drawn everyone back to crunch mid together. They're going to group in Donut as well. I do like how Saw are moving on the map right now in some of these rounds. Their mid-round adjustments, making sure they can always trade. They're just floating around the CT spawn. Liquid, this is all a ruse.
Liquid is trying to remain fluid as well, right? They also want to try and get ahead around some of these mid-round moves.
The whole time, as now Liquid hit B, Saw will be paranoid about a lurker deep mid, so they've got to clear it. And I feel like they're making that happen. This is big info gaining in red.
Oh, a lovely opener for Roman. Yakinda doesn't know what hit him. And an idea cooked up here, but the proof's in the pudding. Will it be a nice pudding? Let's see. Will it be rice pudding as Arastos is on a big flank out through mid? Materas is up close. The bomb now getting planted. A man down in this retake, but Materas is pretty committed. That nade finds a kill over at long. Spam damage brings Nafly down low, but there's more players on the long side ready to swing. At a moment's notice, both these players at CT could be getting double swung. And neither one of them is considering that right now. This could be the downfall of this retake. Story on the AWP. First man in and is fed to Twists over on the long side. Arastos arrives.
Yeah.
His nade rings out with a kill.
No way.
2 quick kills from him. Smoke on the bomb. Cadian, you've got to stop him, but he won't get there in time. The round stolen by Arastos. Because you can also, you can also cool their bluff a bit here and just say, well, they're not going to do it again. But no, it looks like they do want to come in with a bit more presence of mind over towards A, and this is what we talk about, right? The extra resources demanded over towards A really do stem your options over here in mid and B. And so it's far more passive in this round from Saw.
They just don't even play B. They've been fine retaking it anyway. And so this is a really nice setup. Double on the boost, and Aros Dos gets a kill. He can commit here. He can die. He should die, but he'll take a couple with him before he falls. I'll never consider this. U-Jerks up and above, puts them down 6 feet, and Cadian needs another clutch for Team Liquid. 1v4 when it started. Spam through the smoke, he'll never get a chance. Great read from Saw. This is an interesting game because it's not how we've seen Saw play on CT sides this series. What an alliteration. I'll get back to it. They're exploding out mid. Mutiris wins that. Timing play for Twist, just trying to get in Saw's face. But they are so mobile, is the point I'm making. Think about how passive they were on Inferno, how fine they were to wait to the final seconds of the round and not do anything on CT side. They're constantly staying dynamic, moving, regaining info, making good gamble stacks. This is a very mobile Saw, and that is causing a lot of problems for Liquid. Looking for a dominant half here, ahead of the molly. U-Jugs can just swing. That's ugly.
Story's kind of pulling the attention away with that AWP. Liquid just want to avoid it altogether. They say, you know what? We do not want to go into that AWP.
Oh.
They deal with Mutiris over in middle, but there's the AWP now arriving. Missed shot from Story. Here he is, mobile as ever. One shot out through red, and that's it. He's gone.
That's a good read as well.
And as Cadian's trying to get ahead of the AWP, he might just play right into its hands. Low HP on Story. Aros Dos, good mid-round decision here to start re-aggressing through main. Story's got his work cut out for him, there's no doubt about it. As good as he's been, 11 HP, you're asking for a hell of a lot here from this AWP, but they don't get the trade. Oh dear. Story gets out on the AWP. Nafly's starting to pressure him, but Roman's watching his back, and so Naf walks to his death. This Story AWP is tearing through Liquid, and now it's just Cadian left to beat. Fell down in the last clutch over here towards B to Cadian. But a name synonymous with clutching. And if there ever was a time for him to stand and deliver, it's now. Liquid need a lifeline. They need something. And Cadian's going to try be the guy to provide it. Can he survive the Story AWP? It holds him. It's got him trapped in. And if it nails this shot, it locks Cadian out of the clutch. Only given a jiggle, not given a clean fight. And Story locks it down. No kit on Aros Dos. But full faith.
I agree, because this is a Saw playing with gumption we haven't seen this series. They are full confident right now. They are destroying middle. They are running at Liquid. And they're making all the right gambles.
Cool Story, Forest gumption. If he's going anywhere, he is running. Be sure about it. Out towards the site, they managed to get in. Twist is going to go hunting for this man in the cave. The cave man.
Oh.
And he fights fire with fire, but it will be a spam either which way, leaving this in a 4-on-4. Low HP on Nafly. Spam connects to Twist. U-Jerks doesn't need the vision. Aros Dos holds for the rotate back through middle and does deal with the first man in. Ikindar's trapped here over towards B. Story 6 feet tall, but a first miss that we've really seen from the AWP, but he makes up for it, doesn't he? No scope through the smoke. This is madness.
What?
Story's got homing bullets, for crying out loud. 16 and 4. And he sends Liquid packing, running for the hills, his skulls.
Sticks, stones, and now broken bones for Liquid. This is unbelievable. How does he find a no-scope there? And of course, Twist going back for the bomb just gets spammed. I mean, just unlucky, I guess, for Liquid, but some fantastic play for Saw in this map. Their best look yet, and
you might not think
at the end,
Story's going to get this kill.
They've seen
it's
him.
Actually Story's kill. There's so many other players on the line, but it's the AWP's kill.
Thank you,
Story,
Chef.
right place, right time.
Oh, wow. This is almost over. Liquid's T side with nothing to show for it. Two separated rounds and barely a foot in the door, with the exception of Twist's near 1v3. Late mid take, haven't seen this position before. Story's got his nade ready as well to help.
Oh, okay, that is a big opener. Mutira's so often good for a multi-kill. This guy's like a turret, and he's going to let them cross. You absolute goblin. Look at this. 1 kill found. End of the line. They will deal with him, but there's Arostos. You're not shy of players that can just steal rounds away here if you're Saw. All the stars have aligned, and even Ujax, who had a rough start to this series, now looking good. Lights out, a 10-2 half, as Saw dominate Liquid. A couple of chances there, but never long for this world, it felt like. And so with the usual clutches not coming through, with openers not being secured and never able to stop the beating heart of Story, this one feels like it's out of their hands. Liquid need a miracle here if they want to pull it back.
Well, the Magician is in position towards the cave. They won't actually chase him down through the Molotov. He escapes before it dissipates, and Ujax gets up ramp. They find the room. They know at least one player's here. They're about to find out the hard way. Yakida comes swinging, and Liquid take a 5-on-3 before Saw give it up. Around Liquid have to do good on and must close if they're going to have anything here to say in the final map of the series. Story still in the crosshair, creeping out mid. Naf is tasked with watching the flank, but Story will regroup, and they're just going to hit the B bomb site together. This double setup for Twist and Yakinda should be enough, but ramp will be the goal instead.
For a way in, and Story will provide it. Cleanly done on the P250. That's the opener they were looking for. One man still to worry about back in the cave. Nafly challenges from long, but only gets away with a lick of damage. It's Twists playing next. All left on Arostos, and he is run down. So a far better look from Liquid in the pistol. It is a long road to recovery here.
They lost sight of Twist there for a moment. They found Yakinda on default, but just stopped considering that cave player from earlier. The breathing room to do this. 5 Galils, 3 bits of util. Worth it for the firepower alone. Oh my god, he goes through the smoke, finds a gap, and he even gets out.
That's crazy. And if you're Twist, you're kicking yourself. You really needed that trade, but it just eludes you. And so now you just have to sit back in a 4v5, wait for Saw to make the next move. They're already up in the site. It's one from Nafly, but that's not enough. He's run down by Roman, and Yakinda's trapped back in the cave. There's a fast flank on the cards out of Twists, who's quickly taken up position in cave. Skulls looks to move through as well, and Twists will make that first incision. Backstab from Mutira's. He's still a ways away. Inside of the site, Skulls finds Arostos, but they're all waiting for this flank out of Mutira's. Story is just trying to buy a bit of time. Mutira's is the next man to make a move, and here he is arriving. They've got no idea. They walk right into him, and so that is all set up for Mutira's to win, and he...
Right now, as it's Liquid, stuck on the ground, 11-3, the Force Spy finds a win, and Liquid may never begin on this third map. Aggression through the cave, the molly traps him. Roman just free damage with the HE, but he doesn't need to take this fight. Pistols can be problematic.
Ooh.
It's a good flank, but as good as Julie's are, 3 players here. At least he's got the ammo. He's going to walk all the way behind, full rotation.
This is wild.
He might have the whole round here, actually.
This could be everything for Twists. There's one. Util out, but he can't quite strike while the iron's hot here. Twists onto the M4. He is really trying to be the difference maker here on Ancient. But his teammates are cut down. That opens up a path into the B play. There's still one man here floating around. Saw staying mobile, but one step ahead is Nafly tucked in, lying in wait, still at the back of B, and that first kill is free. It's a 50-50 angle as they move in, and Naf deals with both of them. Liquid will stumble back to their feet and expect that they're just going to molly you and box you into that corner. You imagine you're going to get a kind of clean fight there.
This is it, man. This is a done deal, it feels like. Saw with fantastic form, with an unbelievably strong CT side on Ancient, and Liquid lacking.
I mean, it's just so exciting, isn't it? You know, the fact that you've got Mutira's putting up performances where he's like a turret, man. It feels like he's always good for kills in these anchor positions. Arostos has been lights out. Ujax has been one hell of a recovery story. And Story, well, he kind of writes his own tales here. He is the main character of Ancient. Bomb dropped outside of the doors, but Ujax is given the route to go back and get it.
Oh no! 5-7 to range, can't let you down. Good Molotov. Won't play off of it? Yes, they will. Cadian forced out and Liquid lit up.
That's just how many more heartbreaks can Liquid take. They need the time to go back and recover, recoup, try and build back stronger, because this is not it. Saw run them down here. A